Grizz, Jokic, and Ja. And early showing off the handles. Look at this. Dipsy-Doo finds Valanciunas for three.
Nice.
Durant, he can do that too. A little step back, too much space. Buries his own 13.6 assists lead, 11. But for guards, it was about trying to guard this guy. Jamal Murray, crafty inside. And then this time off the nice feed, too easy. And look at all these buckets inside at 39. We know he can hit the big threes, which we'll see, but how about the work underneath?
Well, Jamal just making easy cuts to the basket, getting wide open, and the big fella, the Joker, he just diming him up with these backdoor passes.
Right, made it easy, lead 21. It was 23 at the break. Nuggets close it out. And they do so with Millsap inside. Jokic, reverse. No chance defensively. And finishing touches for what a night it was. Jamal Murray from deep, season high 39. Didn't even play in the fourth quarter. They held him for load man. No, it wasn't load man. Murray at 39. Millsap with 23. The Grizzlies dropped the 5 and 8. Tough to defend Denver when they're shooting as well as they do. But normally we talk about Jokic, we talk about the shooting, but fast breaking. Now, I left Jokic out, but there were others that were running the break. They had some easy buckets in this game, which makes them even more difficult.
Well, Case, let's talk about, they got the fast break because of their defense, and that's the thing. If you're Mike Malone, you want to start your break with defense. Watch this right here. Look at J.Murray. He's going to learn you have to change speeds when you're coming off this triple screen. Right now, he's going at the same space, and Jamal Murray reads the play. He just steps in and runs straight through the pass for an easy dunk. All right, on this next play again, look at the defense here of the Denver Nuggets. Look at Joker is right walling off. But again, look at the little guy. I can't see his name right there. Look at him in the paint, swiping at the ball, getting an easy steal again. And the Joker starting the first pass for a fast break with a steal. And last but not least, again, look at the lock-in trail of the Denver Nuggets. All the bigs up here. Paul Millsap gets it. Either back to Paul Millsap for either dunk. And the thing about it, Casey, when you watch Denver, when we talked about teams playing like they have a chance to compete for a championship, they're doing it with defense. And you look at all their guys up. Even Joker, when the guys come off the screen, he's walling that screen up. He's not letting that guard get down here. And then the guys on the weak side are in the eye, guarding the paint, and they're going to force you to skip that ball over where they can chase it down, close out, and get elbows in boxes and stop all dribble penetration.
That was, by the way, Smitty and Kitchener. Yes, it was Sparty Gary Harris that Sam made.
Nah, I can't see that good. I don't have my glasses on. Look.
In his career, somewhere about that. I think it was like 900. When you look at the outside of the guard play, we saw Will Barton. We know he can get hot. Gary Harris, speaking of which, right? Beasley, Morris, one after another. But Jamal Murray, and we saw it in his buddy Devin Booker, those one-on-ones last year. We're talking about a guy who could shoot, has confidence, and when he gets on, he could really put up buckets fast, but tonight did it in a different way than we're used to, attacking the basket rather than just the three-point line.
Well, what happens is Denver is so deep and they have so many guys that can hurt you from the outside that the defense starts to get worried about taking away their perimeter shots. And what does it do? It leaves the paint open. And when you have a willing passer and a great somebody with the vision like Jokic has on the outside, being your facilitator and your playmaker, and you know that if you cut hard and keep moving without the ball, that he's going to deliver it on time and on target, then that's what you get. And so tonight was a perfect example of that, where they had the defense extended. Jokic had the ball at the top of the floor, and Murray just was perpetual motion. And so he was getting backdoor cuts. Jokic was feeding him, and then he was finishing inside.
You know, Sam, sometimes you just get the perfect fit. Jamal, when he came out of college, now he knew when he wanted to take the challenge of being a point guard. But people looked at it and he said, oh, he's a shooter. Wrong place. He maybe gets lost in what do I do? Is he a one or a two? With Jokic, and as you said, the ability that we know he has to facilitate, where you could use him almost as a point man. Murray's able to be more free-flowing than he would on most. He's just a perfect fit for his.
Well, think about it. You can put the Joker at that high post, and you can run all different kind of offense with him. He can dribble handoff. He can lead. He can pass, go into the screen. He can hit you with the back door. And the thing that's deceiving about him, you would normally say crowd the big guy. They can't go around you. Well, he may be slow. He may look slow, but you ask the guys who are guarding him, did you see the spin move on Jaren Jackson on the baseline? That's the thing that separates him from a lot of bigs. Even though you may not respect his athleticism or lack of, he's quick enough to beat you with deception and ball fakes that if you crowd him, he would get you off balance, drive by you, and still make a play for himself or his teammates.
Memphis played hard. They've done a nice job this season, learning experience for Ja, but Denver too tough. Speaking of tough, being LeBron or anybody on the Lakers, you get so many big names who can come in the house, especially your agent, now the GM. Hey, great job on the moves, not just all the moves you and I made together. How about the moves these two made together? KCP, the king, on lockdown early against Trey. 24, okay. Dance it up, people. By the way, we're already on the tap on. How quick have you gone to Twitter, Sam, to talk about your point total?
Never.
All right. Lakers and Hawks will keep you posted.
Hey, man, you don't have to Twitter about 10
Trey
points.
may need some 4-point plays tonight. Wanted him back in, but then, well, maybe not going to work. Warriors do make a run, but then the end of the run, because the finish line, a Melly 3 to book what'll be a Pels win and 7 consecutive losses for the Warriors. Worst start since many years ago. They went 2-16. I think Sam was still playing. Redick with 26. I think he was playing then too. 8 out of 16. Alexander Walker continues to play well. They give Alvin and that group credit. Look, balanced scoring. They're playing hard, 4-9, missing most of what we expected to see. We know we expect to see this. Trey v. Lakers. It's coming. Bit offense yet again. Magical indeed. And not only are they passing the ball, but when they do the swing, open shots have been hit. But there's open shots and then there's shots hit by Markelle Fultz that matter in an NBA game in its highest level. That's a spoiler alert. We start, let's not spoil the fun. Vooch, he had 30-plus, big night, lead 8 early for the Magic, and then Markelle gets going 14.6 assists in the first half run.
Good for him. His confidence is really high right now, and he's being a big part of his team, getting a chance to play, show why he was the #1 pick overall.
Big flush at extra
Especially if Isaiah Thomas is going to run the other way.
In the second quarter, Augustine dislocated finger. They put that back in, and Fultz back in the game. Spin and the drive, lead 14. It looked like it could be over-ish, and no, we mean really ish. Ish Smith finds Beal. 10,000 career points, Sam.
Yeah, Bradley Beal got about 9,000 more than I have in my career, and I'll tell you what, he's got about another 10,000 to come.
I wasn't counting. It was actually 9,002. No, I don't know. Miles at 21. 6 of 7 from 3. Vooch, he can do that too. Nice look from Augustine. 11 of 14 from the floor. 17 boards. 6 assists. Beal.
Doing what he does.
IT finds Beal. Does it again. 34. Season high. 5 out of 10 from 3. But we're not done. This is what he'll remember most. He'll want that pass back. Fultz. Biggest bucket of his young NBA career. A career high 19.
And a poster.
Yes, and a poster.
First poster.
Sometimes it's not how you start, how you finish. Great game for Bradley Beal. End of the game was about a pass that went awry and the finishing touches of the best game we've seen yet at this level for Markelle Fultz. So what does he get? A conversation with us. Kind enough to join us, Markelle. First of all, appreciate you coming on with us. Congratulations. I'll start with that possession. Take us through defensively what's said beforehand. You know, obviously, how hot Bradley Beal has been, and then through getting in the lane there defensively.
Yeah, we just talked about, they drive to the rim, let them get the layup, don't give up any threes. They were pretty hot and towards the end for them three-point line. So I tried to fan out, and I seen them about to pass it. I see IT, and I just tipped the ball and went to go get it.
Markelle, Brian Shaw here. Just wanted to ask you a quick question. First of all, I like the fact that you're wearing number 20. I wore that number. That's special to me. Gary Payton, who I grew up with, wore that number as well. So I think you're wearing it well. I'm happy, for your success this season. You're starting to play better and better. Question for you. I don't think that you ever lost your confidence in terms of your skill set, do you have your confidence in terms of your physical ability and the things that you weren't able to do physically that you're able to do now? And is that why your play is starting to show that?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I never lost confidence, like you said. And I'm just feeling better. You know, I took the time this summer to rehab and get everything right physically. And each game out there, I'm feeling more and more better, you know, and it's just showing in my play. And I think I'm just going to keep going.
See, Sam, you got the point total wrong. We just eliminated you entirely. Eliminating Memphis 39 from J.Murray.
I love it.